Welcome to the IWF Online Youth World Cup. I'm your host, Sally Vandewater, here in the United States. Today, weightlifters from around the world are competing against each other in real time from their homes, national training centers, gyms, or wherever they have a safe place to lift. This is the women's 45 kilogram A session. We will now present the athletes. Representing Colombia, Alejandra Alvarez. Representing Mexico, Naomi Montes. Representing Ecuador, Alison Vallejo. Representing Guam, Naomi Velasquez. Representing the United States, Alyssa DePaulo. Representing Indonesia, Naya Coronisa. Representing Philippines, Rose Ramos. Representing Peru, Annalie Paula Sadarriaga. Representing Poland, Olivia Drzaga. These are the athletes in the women's 45 kilogram A session. The referees for this session, Anastasia Kasmiris, Greece. Coral Quinnell, Australia. Maritza Ortiz, Dominican Republic. And the reserve referee, Christina Harthy, Chile, who will judge the lift only if any of our other referees have technical difficulties. This event is hosted by Peruvian Weightlifting as a replacement for the IWF Youth World Championships. The competition will begin in just a few seconds. We will now begin. The first lifter, 44 kilos, Velázquez, Guam.
Comienza la competencia en esta categoría femenina de los 45 kilos, grupo A, y la primera levantadora será de Guatemala. Primera tentativa para ella.
No lift.
Intento nulo.
Lifting next, 52 kilos.
$52 kilos para el primer intento de la representante de Indonesia.
A good lift.
Ejercicio válido para la representante de Indonesia. Primer intento.
Now, the first attempt, 53 kilos, onto Poland now. Olivia Drzaga.
Primer intento, entonces, ahora para la representante de Polonia, Olivia Drzaga. 53 kilos.
Good lift.
Ejercicio válido para la representante de Polonia.
Lifting now, 54 kilos on the bar. First attempt for Ecuador's Alison Vallejo.
El primer intento para la representante del Ecuador, Vallejo Alarcón. Primer intento, 54 kilogramos.
Good lift, Vallejo.
Ejercicio válido para este primer movimiento de la atleta ecuatoriana.
Lifting next, 55 kilos, first attempt, Alejandra Alvarez Gómez, Colombia.
Primer intento para la representante colombiana Alejandra Álvarez Gómez con 55 kilogramos.
Good lift. Good lift to Alvarez.
Ejercicio válido para este primer intento de la atleta colombiana.
Lifting next, representing the United States, 55 kilos, Alyssa DePaulo.
55 kilos para el primer intento de la representante de los Estados Unidos de América.
The referees say a good lift to DePaulo.
Ejercicio válido para la representante norteamericana, primer movimiento de esta modalidad del arranque.
Saldariaga next, representing Peru, 56 kilograms, first attempt.
56 kilos para el primer intento de la representante del Perú, Saldarriaga Llovera.
Good lift, Saldariaga.
Ejercicio válido también para la representante del Perú, Saldarriaga.
Ramos, now the athlete representing Philippines, 58 kilos for her first attempt.
Primer intento con 58 kilos para Rose Ramos de Filipinas. Primera tentativa para ella. Se prepara la representante de México.
Good lift.
Ejercicio válido para la representante de Filipinas. Primer intento.
Final athlete remaining in this session, Naomi Montes, Coronado, Mexico. Now the athlete, 61 kilograms.
Comienza su actuación la representante de México, Naomi Montes Coronado, con 61 kilogramos. Primer intento para ella.
No lift at 61 kilos. Montes will come back in her second attempt. We will now take a 30-second break, during which time each coach and an athlete has the opportunity to change their athlete's weight for the second attempt. We do a round of lifts. Each athlete takes their first lift, then their second lift, and then their third lift in sequence with the rising bar. I do need to apologize to the nation of Guatemala. I misspoke on their country names earlier when announcing their athlete, Velasquez. My apologies, Guatemala, not Guam. Just a few seconds left. We'll begin our second round in the snatch of the women's 45 kilogram A session. First up, representing Guatemala, Velasquez, 44 kilos.
44 kilos entonces para la representante de Guatemala, Zul Velázquez. Segunda tentativa para ella.
Good lift, Velázquez. Good lift.
Ejercicio válido ahora sí para la representante de Guatemala en su segunda oportunidad. 44 kilos válidos.
Now, second attempt, representing Indonesia, 56 kilos, Naya Cornisa.
Es el segundo intento para la representante de Indonesia.
Good lift.
Ejercicio válido para la atleta de Indonesia en su segundo intento.
56 kilos still on the bar. Now in Poland, Olivia Drzaga.
Para Olivia Traga de Polonia, segundo intento, 56 kilos válidos.
Good lift, Drzaga.
Ejercicio válido para la representante polaca en su segundo intento.
57 kilos now, DePaulo, the lifter, United States.
57 kilos para el segundo intento de Alicia de Paulo de los Estados Unidos.
No lift to Paulo.
Intento nulo de esta segunda posibilidad para la representante norteamericana.
Now Ecuador, 58 kilos, Alison Vallejo.
Ahora será el segundo intento con 58 kilos para la representante del Ecuador, Vallejo.
Good lift, Vallejo.
Ejercicio válido para la representante ecuatoriana Vallejo.
Now to Colombia, 58 kilos, Alejandra Álvarez Gómez.
Para la representante colombiana en esta categoría de los 45 kilos de peso corporal, Álvarez Gómez ya corre su tiempo en este su segundo intento.
No lift by decision by the referees. That's a no lift to Alvarez.
Intento nulo, mayoría de luces rojas para la representante colombiana.
59 kilos now on the bar to the Philippines. Ros Ramos, now the athlete. Second attempt.
Segundo intento, 59 kilos para la representante filipina, Rose Ramos.
59 lang siya. Sige. Nay, entra. Down.
Good lift to Ramos.
Ejercicio válido para el segundo intento del atleta de Filipinas, Ramos.
60 kilos now on the bar. We go to Peru. Llovera Saldarriaga.
Segundo intento para la representante del Perú, Saldarriaga, con 69 gramos.
¿Cuánto que natin po, no? Hace el... 61 dati. 61, 160 po kita. 62 lang.
Good lift to Salariaga.
Ejercicio válido para la representante del Perú.
61 kilos now to Mexico. Naomi Montes. Second attempt.
Segundo intento con 61 kilos para Noami Montes, de México.
This is the final snatch in the second round. And the referees determine a good lift to Montes. This concludes the second round of snatches for the women's 45 kilogram A session. We will now have approximately 30 seconds while the coaches make their final declarations for the third round of lifting. The athlete who finishes with the highest snatch, of course, has an advantage going into the clean and jerk, as they will be better positioned for medal position. This is the IWF Youth World Cup. Thank you to the Peruvian Weightlifting Federation for hosting this event. Thank you to referees and officials from all over the world for joining us here today. Now we begin again in Guatemala. 47 kilos, please. The third snatch, Sul Velázquez.
Tercer y último intento para la representante de Guatemala, Sul Velázquez, 47 kilogramos.
A good fight on that, and she's rewarded with a good lift from the referees.
Ejercicio válido para la representante guatemalteca en su tercer y último movimiento de arranque.
Third attempt now at 58 kilos for Poland's Olivia Drzaga.
Tercer y último intento con 58 kilos para Olivia Drzaga de Polonia.
No lift. We'll see her back in the clean and jerk portion.
Intento nulo. Esta
Next we
tercera
go to the
posición
United
para
States.
representante.
Alyssa DePaulo, 58 kilos for her third attempt.
Tercer y último intento para la representante Alicia DePaulo de los Estados Unidos de Norteamérica con 58 kilogramos.
That is no lift to DePaulo.
Intento nulo, 3 luces rojas. Unanimidad de intento nulo en esta última posibilidad de la representante de los Estados Unidos.
59 kilos now, please. Indonesia's Nalia Koronisa.
Tercer y último intento para la representante de Indonesia, 59 kilos.
A good lift.
Ejercicio válido para la representante de Indonesia en su tercera y última tentativa en el ejercicio del arranque.
59 kilos now. Alejandra Alvarez Gomez, Colombia, the athlete.
Tercer y último intento con 59 kilos para la representante de Colombia, Alejandra Álvarez Gómez.
A good lift from the referees. For Alvarez, good lift.
Ejercicio válido, 3 luces blancas.
Vallejo, now the athlete, 61 kilos for her third attempt. She's lifting representing Ecuador.
61 kilos para el tercer y último intento de la representante del Ecuador.
No lift, Vallejo.
Intento nulo para Vallejos.
3 snatches remaining in this session determining the medal placement. Saldarriaga, representing Peru, now attempting 62 kilos for her third attempt.
62 kilos para el tercer y último intento de la representante del Perú, Saldarriaga.
No lift to Saldarriaga.
Intento nulo para la representante peruana en su tercer y último movimiento de arranque.
63 kilos now for the third attempt, Rose Ramos, Philippines.
63 kilos solicitó el último intento de Rose Ramos de Filipinas.
Good lift to Ramos.
Ejercicio válido para la representante de Filipinas, Ramos.
The final snatch of this session, Naomi Montes, Mexico, 63 kilograms.
63 kilos también para Naomi Montes Coronado de México, para cerrar esta modalidad del arranque. Ya corre el tiempo para Montes.
No lift, very close, but no lift. She's credited with 61 kilos for her best snatch. We will now have a 10-minute break before the start of the clean and jerk portion of this session. Again, this is the women's 45 kilogram A session here at the IWF Youth World Championships. We'll see some quick highlights from this session, and we'll also enjoy an interview with Nico Vlad, Vice President of the IWF, held by Richard Mason. Please enjoy.
progress that it needs to make to change the governance model?
First of all, thank you for the invitation. I think our sport has been through to a lot of other things, bad things this year. But you know, with especially with the coronavirus, which is not only our sport, but we suffer. And also we have a lot of issue also with especially our weightlifting. My opinion, yeah, you know, is not that easy after so many years to be just everything to be only under one hand. Now you know, it's like after one system, we need a little bit more time to develop and to upgrade all the other issue what we face. So
Now, do you think
to be honest,
yeah,
I think sooner or later we already start to rise up our sport to bring forward. This is what all the executive wishes.
Now, do you think that that it is? I guess it's going to be a different transition because it's definitely a different model, as you said. There's a a single leader now. Now we're working on a team concept. Is a team concept difficult for people who, I guess, how do I put this politely? Weightlifting is an individual sport. Everybody who's involved in weightlifting, to a certain extent, are very strong individuals. Can the team thing work?
We always team is better than individual, always. So I know we are individual sport, but we have to work as a team, and I believe the executive already showed to entire world we are very united, and you know, it's not that easy, but my opinion, as soon as we have the electoral congress for the next term for the executive, they will do, and they will try to push our sport forward. I think the electoral congress will solve a lot of issue, which we already decide to have in March. I hope everything is going well with the international situation, especially with the pandemic, COVID-19.
Now, your career as a sport leader goes back many years, and before that, you had some success. A 4-time Olympian, 3-time Olympic medalist. We don't have time to talk about the World Championships, but you are an athlete. You were an athlete. Do you feel that there's all sorts of talk now about athlete representation on the executive board and elsewhere? You are an athlete. You were an athlete. Do you think that athletes bring a different take to the situation?
Now, it's very important to have the athletes representation on the table of the executive. This is clear for all of us. You know, everyone want this one, so it's no point about that, because as we discussed in the past, we want to have the athletes, our sport future to be with us, and to teach them, and also we have to find out also what the young generation wants. So it's both sides. We need help.
Now, we don't have much time, so I just want to make this really quick. You're also one of the 2 technical delegates for the Olympics in Tokyo. Yes or no? Are the Olympics going to happen in 2021 in Tokyo? In your opinion?
We have to try. I believe so. As far as we, but you know, this is we wish to. If you ask my personal opinion, I would like to have the. It's good for the sport, because sports suffer a lot this year, especially with no competition. So this kind of competition, like we just start now with the Youth World Cup. This is why because we couldn't organize the World Championships, And instead of this, we replace it with World Cup, which it's for the young generation. It's really nice. You can see even the record. We have over 400 athletes in this competition and over 62 countries, which is really, really good number.
Fantastic. I
like
appreciate you taking the time to join us.
Also,
oh, sorry.
And I would like to
Go ahead.
congratulate the Peruvian Federation and Pan American Federation, because they are the one who organized this year online competition, at least to have a different kind of competition, because we cannot meet in person for the normal competition. So it's a different frame of competition, and give us more view what's going on in the future.
Thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us, Niku.
Thank you.
Welcome back. This is the women's 45 kilogram A session at the IWF Youth World Cup online. We are about to head into the clean and jerk portion of this competition. Only 3 kilos separate our medalists in the snatch portion. 9 athletes competing for medals from around the world today. Wherever they have a safe place to lift, we are doing our best to keep lifting happening worldwide here at the Youth World Cup. Just a few seconds, we'll begin with the final lifts of this session. With the expiration of the time clock, we will now turn to Guatemala. Sul Velázquez, opening at 56 kilograms.
56 kilos para el primer intento del envión para la representante de Guatemala, Velázquez Sul. Primera tentativa para ella.
Good lift, Velázquez.
Primer intento válido para Velázquez de Guatemala.
Next, 65 kilos to Alyssa DePaulo in the United States.
Será también el primer intento para la representante de los Estados Unidos, Alyssa DePaulo, con 65 kilogramos.
Good lift by majority decision. A good lift for DePaulo.
Ejercicio
Alvarez,
válido
now the athlete.
para el primer intento de la representante de los Estados Unidos. Ejercicio válido.
Next up, the first attempt, 68 kilos, to Colombia's Alejandra Alvarez.
68 kilos para el primer intento de Alejandra Álvarez Gómez de Colombia.
Good lift, Alvarez.
Ejercicio válido para la representante colombiana.
68 kilos remains on the bar. Alison Vallejo, Ecuador, now the athlete.
68 kilos para la representante del Ecuador, Vallejo. Primer intento.
Good lift, Vallejo.
Ejercicio válido para Vallejo del Ecuador.
68 kilos now. Rose Ramos, the athlete. First attempt, 68.
68 kilos para el primer intento de la representante de Filipinas, Rose Ramos.
Good lift to Ramos.
Ejercicio válido para Ramos de Filipinas.
Now to Indonesia, 70 kilos on the bar for the first attempt, Nalia Korunisa.
Nadia Korunisa de Indonesia, primer intento.
Good lift, Korunisa.
Ejercicio válido del primer intento de la representante de Indonesia, Nadia Korunisa.
70 kilos on the bar for Mexico's Naomi Montes Coronado.
Primer intento para la representante de México, Naomi Montes Coronado, con 72 kilogramos.
Good lift.
Ejercicio válido para la representante mexicana.
72 kilos now on the bar. To Poland.
72 kilos para la representante de Polonia en su primer intento.
Good lift, Zhazga.
Primer intento válido para la representante polaca.
74 kilos now for the first attempt. Yovera Saldariaga, Peru.
Será el primer intento para la representante del Perú, Saldarriaga, con 74 kilogramos.
74, Saldayaga, Perú. Elia Lasmo, Perú del 74. Ole ya sila. Lasha sa Perú.
Good lift, Saldarriaga.
Ejercicio válido para Saldarriaga del Perú, primer intento con 74 kilos.
This concludes the first round of clean and jerks in the women's 45 kilogram A session. We'll have a short break, about 20 more seconds, and then we'll come back with the second round of clean and
Okay,
jerks.
sa 72. Mata ito ko na sa 74 kay 60 lang 16.
This is the IWF Online Youth World Cup. Thank you to the Peru Weightlifting Federation for hosting us. As time expires, we will now call Sul Velasquez, Guatemala, to the platform, 59 kilos for her second attempt.
77 yung derecho el perro.
59 kilos para la representante de Guatemala, Sul
Bigyan lang,
Velázquez.
paspaselen.
A good lift by decision from the referees. Good lift to Velasquez.
Fallo dividido, pero favorable para la representante de Guatemala. 2 luces blancas, 1 luz roja. Ejercicio válido.
DePaulo, United States, now the athlete, 68 kilos for her second attempt.
68 kilos para el segundo intento de la representante de los Estados Unidos de Norteamérica.
Good lift, DePaulo.
Ejercicio válido para la representante norteamericana en su segundo movimiento del envión.
Now to Colombia, Alejandra Alvarez, the athlete, 72 kilos for her second attempt.
72 kilos para la representante colombiana Alejandra Álvarez Gómez, segundo intento para ella.
Good lift to Alvarez, 72 kilos.
Ejercicio válido para Álvarez en su segundo intento.
Rose Ramos, now the athlete, 72 kilos for her second clean and jerk. Philippines.
La representante de Filipina, Rose Ramos, intentará elevar 72 kilos en su segundo intento.
Good lift to Ramos.
Ejercicio
Vallejo,
válido
now
para
the
la
athlete.
representante Ramos.
73 kilos to Vallejo, Ecuador, second attempt.
Segundo intento para la representante del Ecuador, Vallejo Alarcón, con 73 kilogramos.
No lift to Vallejo at that weight. We'll reset that and she'll have a chance to come back and take that on her third attempt. No lift for Vallejo.
Intento nulo este segundo intento del atleta Vallejo del Ecuador.
73 kilos now on the bar. Back to Indonesia. Coronista, now the athlete.
Nadia Krunilla de Indonesia, segundo intento.
No lift at that weight.
Intento nulo para la representante de Indonesia.
Now to Mexico, 75 kilos. Naomi Montes, the athlete, second attempt.
Segundo intento de Naomi Montes Coronado de México con 75 kilogramos.
Good lift by decision to Montes. Good lift at 75 kilos.
Ejercicio válido, mayoría de luces blancas, 2 luces blancas, 1 luz roja. Ejercicio válido para la representante mexicana.
Just 2 attempts remaining in this second round of clean and jerks. First to Poland, Olivia Drojaga.
Segunda tentativa para la representante de Polonia. Está corriendo su tiempo.
A good lift, Drojaga.
Ejercicio válido para la representante de Polonia. 3 luces blancas.
1 attempt remaining in the second round of clean and jerk. 77 kilos now to Peru. Llovera Saldarriaga.
Para la representante del Perú, 77 kilos, segundo intento. Con este intento cierra esta segunda ronda la representante peruana.
Good lift to Saldarriaga. This concludes the second round of clean and jerks in the women 45 kilogram A session at the IWF Online Youth World Cup. We'll have about 30 seconds of break while the coaches and athletes make final attempt changes for their third round of attempts. We'll then proceed with the final round of clean and jerks in the women's 45 kilogram session that will determine the medal placement. After these final attempts conclude, we'll have a brief ceremony, we'll have a quick review of the highlights, and a review of the medal placement in the victory ceremony. And the time expires. Let's start now. Guatemala, Sul Velasquez, 60 kilos, final attempt.
Tercer y último intento para la representante de Guatemala, Sul Velázquez, con 60 kilogramos.
Velázquez has a good lift. She goes 5 for 6 today in her competition.
Ejercicio válido para la representante de Guatemala.
DePaulo, now the athlete, United States, 71 kilograms for her third and final attempt in the clean and jerk.
71 kilos para el último intento de Alicia DePaulo de los Estados Unidos de Norteamérica.
Get up, let's go.
No lift for DePaulo. She'll be credited with her second attempt at 68 kilograms. She goes 3 for 6 today. 73 kilos now on the bar for the final clean and jerk attempt. Ecuador's Alison Vallejo.
Tercer y último intento para la representante del Ecuador, Alison Vallejo, con 73 kilogramos.
Good lift, Vallejo.
Ejercicio válido para la representante ecuatoriana Alison Vallejo en su tercer y último intento en el ejercicio del envión.
73 kilos now. Indonesia, Nalia Koronisa. Third attempt.
Tercer y último intento, 73 kilos para Nalia Koronilla de Indonesia.
A good lift for her. She goes 5 for 6 today.
Ejercicio válido para la representante de Indonesia en su tercer y último intento.
Next, Rose Ramos, Philippines, 75 kilos for her third and final attempt.
Último intento con 75 kilogramos para la representante de Filipinas, Rose Ramos.
Good lift to Ramos. At 75 kilos, she goes 6 for 6 today.
Ejercicio válido para Ramos en su tercer y último movimiento del envión.
Now, 76 kilos for the final attempt, Alejandra Alvarez, Colombia.
76 kilos para el tercer y último intento de Alejandra Álvarez Gómez de Colombia. Ya está corriendo su tiempo.
A good lift to Alvarez by decision. 2 white lights.
Dos luces blancas, fallo dividido, pero intento válido para la representante de Colombia en su tercer y último movimiento.
Now, 77 kilos for the final attempt to Poland's Olivia Drzeżga.
Tercer y último intento con 77 kilos para la representante de Polonia.
A good lift to Zhaga.
Ejercicio válido para la representante polaca en su tercer y último movimiento.
2 attempts remaining, 78 kilos now on the bar for the final clean and jerk attempt for Naomi Montes Coronado, Mexico.
78 kilos para el tercer y último intento de Naomi Montes Coronado de México. Última tentativa para ella.
No lift. She is credited for her second attempt at 75 kilograms.
Intento nulo para la representante mexicana.
Final attempt in the clean and jerk. Representing Peru, Llovera Saldarriaga.
Tercer y último intento para la representante peruana Saldarriaga.
A good lift for Saldarriaga, guaranteeing her a final placement.
Ejercicio válido para Saldarriaga. Ha concluido esta actuación en este torneo virtual de la categoría de los 45 kilos femenina Grupo A.
Here's the final scoreboard for the women's 45 kilogram A session. Awards are given in the snatch, clean and jerk, and total. Placements in the snatch. In third place, we'll be having highlights from the production team. We'll take a look at highlights now. And we are happy to award the placements in this final women's 45 kilogram A session. In third place, representing Philippines with a representing Peru with a 60 kilo snatch, Llovera Saldarriaga. In second place, representing Mexico, Naomi Montes Coronado. And in first place in the snatch, representing the Philippines, was the 63-kilogram snatch, Rose Ramos. In the clean and jerk, third place goes to Colombia's Alvarez. Second place goes to Poland's Drozajka. And first place in the clean and jerk, Peru's Saldarriaga. Congratulations to all of those first, second, and third place finishers. Now the finalists for this session. In third place with a 136-kilogram total, representing Mexico, Naomi Montes Coronado. With a 138-kilogram total, in second place, representing the Philippines, Rose Ramos. And in the first place finisher, representing Peru, Llovera Saldarriaga. Congratulations to all of the finalists. Thank you to all the competitors. This is the conclusion of the women's 45-kilogram A session. Please listen for the national anthem of Peru. Congratulations to all the athletes. Congratulations especially to the medalists. This concludes the women's 45-kilogram A session here at the IWF Online Youth World Cup. Please join us again in approximately 25 minutes for the final session of the day, the men's 55-kilogram A session. We'll see you then.